and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm doing another Fitness Friday with you guys, but for today, I figured we would do some yoga together because I'm trying to find ways to incorporate more yoga into my channel, but I also feel like I'm still a beginner myself. So I feel like initially I'd put all this pressure on myself to be like, okay, I'm not gonna film any kind of yoga videos until I feel like I'm well equipped enough to be able to do so, but then I realized that the whole point of me ever creating my channel was not to create content once I felt like I was a pro. It was to basically share my life and share my journey along the way. So usually Tuesdays and Thursdays are big yoga days for me because I end up doing my strength training days. So today is an upper body workout day, which means that I want my yoga to kind of be more upper body based as well. I kind of came up with this routine on the days that I do specific strength training like upper body, which is abs and arms, then I would do yoga that would pretty much go hand in hand with doing more abs and arm poses. So for today, we're doing upper body and we're gonna start with just warming up, or I'm gonna start with just warming up. One other thing I used to do when I started getting into yoga as well is I would kind of just roll out my mat and go straight for the money, like go straight for the hardcore poses and not really warm up my body. It isn't even just about warming up my muscles to basically try and do more intense poses or try more intense things, but it's also about warming up my brain. Even me right now, knowing that I'm filming is going to be sitting in the back of my mind. So when I do my warm up, I almost just need to kind of like get into a zone. So don't overthink it, don't question it. I think that our bodies naturally kind of know the ways that we want to move. So put on some good music, pick your favorite song in the whole world that is at the rhythm or the tempo that you want to move at, and then basically just move your body to it in a really, really slow way. And I feel like that's basically how I end up warming up in ways that I can't describe to you guys. Like I can't verbalize it. I'm gonna put on my favorite song. I'll let you guys know what song I'm actually putting on in case you guys want to do the same. But aside from that, let's skip forward to practicing our headstands, our arm stands, and our handstands. The objective of the day. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to start with headstands. Now headstands I always kind of knew how to do because I did gymnastics when I was a kid. Cheerleading and tumbling. So I had like a little bit of, you know, like body memory when it came to picking yoga back up and trying to stand on my hands and stand on my head because it was stuff that I used to try and do all the time as a kid. And I will leave some tips down below and some like links and all of that fun stuff down below if you guys are just starting out, because you can really hurt your neck. So please, please, please don't just try this out for fun. Be very, very careful when you do this. Practice against a wall. Take all the precautionary steps to, you know, work your way up or work your confidence level up, because if you go at it without feeling confident, that's when I think injury can happen. The way that I would suggest trying to do a headstand would be to go from crow pose into it, because then you're not kicking up, which takes a lot more of the pressure off of your neck. So what I mean by crow pose is you put your hands in front of you and you're trying to tuck your knee into almost like your armpit and lean onto your arms. The reason why is because from there, once you're on your head, you have to use your core. Actually lift your legs up and stand on your head. So doing it that way is actually going to tell you whether or not you're strong enough for this pose. And if not, I'm telling you guys, practice doing crow pose, even just going down onto your head and holding your knees there. Doing that is going to build up your core strength, which eventually is going to make it so that your breath, your balance, and your core will be able to lift your legs up into the air, and then you'll be balancing on your head. And then that's kind of where the fun starts. There's something about like the way the blood moves through your body or something, but you kind of come down from it, take your second to breathe, and it's just like very clearing. I don't know how else to describe it. So I'm going to go into a few crow poses into headstand. Next up is going to be arm stands. Now, arm stands are one that I am only now just starting to get basically a hold on. I've been doing yoga now for about a year, and so this time last year I was able to hold the headstand that you just saw for maybe a total of like 5 seconds, and I wasn't very balanced, my core wasn't very strong. Skipping forward a year now, the arm stand, which that I am officially holding for like 5 seconds. So my arm stand, I can feel it getting stronger, and I can feel my body like wanting to hold itself there longer, and I can feel those muscles just like wanting to engage. It's going to be interesting if this time next year I'll be telling you guys that my arm stand is completely down and it's like my handstand that I'm just like last working on, you know? Like expected myself to have a handstand in like 4 months flat, and it's just not realistic. I will show you now the progress to which I have my arm stands. So you're basically trying to balance on your forearms. Now, I know that my posture, whenever I watch it in videos or whenever I look at photos of myself where I'm doing the arm stand, I can tell that I'm relying more on balance than on strength to hold myself up there because of the way that my core is. So you want your core to be more engaged and holding you there rather than your legs kind of being like a teeter-totter holding you in place. So that's my like area that I need to work on. So I've been practicing up against walls, but also practicing trying to lift my legs up and having my shoulders be strong enough to hold me there. So I've been doing a lot of shoulder exercises with weights in the gym and just really trying to build up my upper body like shoulder strength so I can actually hold these like arm stands for a longer time. Practice is my handstand. So my handstand definitely is the like furthest for me to go in terms of progression, but I also feel like I can hold it a lot longer than I used to, and my ways of practicing lately have kind of changed. Handstands up against the wall and holding them there for as long as I can, because one of the things that I noticed is a lot of the times I'm just trying to get up there and hold it, but I hadn't ever really tested how long my strength can actually hold my body weight up in the air. And so I held it for like 30 seconds before I was dead, because each time the seconds just get a little bit longer, which tells me that I'm getting stronger, and then I feel like the balance and everything else will come when I you know, arrive to the plate with the strength to actually hold myself up in the air, which is exactly what I'm trying to do. So that's pretty much how I'm gonna end today's yoga session, is just kicking up to a handstand and seeing how long I can hold it. So let's take the test. I really hope that was long. So I'm gonna wrap up my yoga. To cool down, same thing as kind of like warming up. I tend to just throw on a tune and just try and listen to it and move as slowly to it as possible that I actually can hear the way that my body wants to move. I don't know, I'm trying to find the best way to describe the feeling, but that's pretty much what it is. For my yoga upper body workout of the day. If you guys liked doing this little yoga session with me, then definitely let me know down below, because I can film more of these. I can film more of my progress and my practice as I go. And also too, if you guys want to see my upper body workout that I did this morning, like for the first time, I feel equally as inspired to do yoga as I do to run, as I do for my circuit training and like strength workouts. And I don't know, it just feels really balanced. So if you guys ended up doing a little yoga session with me, let me know by leaving a comment down below. And aside from that, I will see you guys all in Wednesday's vlog. Bye guys. Okay.